reset. Hey, Kristen, shopping.
Yes. That'll be fun.
Dress her up my little Barbie doll.
Yes, a little postpartum.
My tall Barbie doll.
Hey guys, welcome back to Yeah, I Know, I Know. I'm Kristen.
I'm Jenna. And this is Yeah, I Know, I Know.
Ow! Boop, boop. Today we're going to talk about, this was a topic that she came up with. I loved it.
Ding.
Y2K.
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 I mean, all the kids are stealing our fashion from Y2K from the 90s and the 2000s. So we might as well talk about it and reminisce because, you know, we invented that style. So
in 1999, the day of New Year's Eve, we were all worried.
End of the world.
Yeah, end of the world.
Yep.
We all thought
all the computers were going to crash. Explode. They weren't going to know how to translate from 99 to 00. We were going to start all back over.
What did happen to the computers?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Did they say 2000 instead of 1999?
Ken would actually know because he was working at a place doing computer stuff in 2000.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even old enough to have a job.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ken. Don't mean to age you.
44. He just turned 44.
Oh, that's my ex-husband's age.
Oh. Yeah. He had an older husband.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was at a mobile home park in San Diego at my mom's house, and we just banged all the pots and pans, but I was also terrified that everything was going to explode.
You were little.
I was little. I think I was 12 or 13.
I was 17, but I definitely stayed home that night. I was 17, but I also wasn't an idiot. So I was like, if something's going to go down, I want to be home with my family.
Smart.
Yeah, nothing happened. And then I was like, damn it, I should have gone out.
Yeah, I remember like it hit and I was like midnight, and I was just like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Literally nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, there was so much hype. Like
the Mayan calendars ended, right?
Yeah, like there I don't know. I do know is that they just thought that the computers weren't going to know what to do. I think they had like prepared them to, but they just had never, I mean, computers only existed for like, 30 years at that point? Like, I think, yeah, like they were still very new.
Less than?
I think they started in like the 80s.
Yeah, they had like really big ones that took up an entire room, but people didn't have them at home for their own personal use.
Yeah.
But do you remember, very important question, do you remember dolls.com where you used to dress up the little tiny figures? The little girls had giant boobs and you could like put little outfits on them and stuff. What? Anybody else?
No. Wait, what year was that?
I loved those things. Definitely around 2000, 2001.
I don't remember dolls. But again, I was in high school, so I was playing with boys, not dolls.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, then do you remember the world-changing event, hotornot.com was founded. It was the first major participation site on the internet.
Yes, I do remember that.
You upload your photo, and then there was like a rating scale from like 1 to 10. And I don't know why it mattered so much. There was another site similar. You'd upload your photo and guys would donate money to you to get a boob job. And I was definitely on that site.
Oh, so it's kind of like Fans Only.
Oh. No, you didn't have to do anything for it.
But you have to do stuff on Fans Only?
You upload photos, right?
Yeah, I guess.
This was just like one photo you'd upload. And then like guys would be like, oh, you'd be way prettier with boobs. I'm going to send you some money.
That's
totally fucked
crazy.
Up. Yeah, so I was on there for sure. I didn't raise $1. But
the hot or not thing, I feel like it's the same confidence or the same type of like serotonin or whatever that you get from people liking your photo or commenting on your photo. So I can see like that was the very first of like Instagram or Facebook or, you know, having a follower or having a like.
Because it's like a poll. Like people are
like,
voting.
Oh, that person likes me. That person thinks I'm hot. Because I think we translate like when people like pictures that they think we're pretty.
Yeah. Guess what the top song was?
Of 2000?
Yes.
Is it a Britney Spears song?
No.
Male or female?
A group.
NSYNC?
I'll give you a hint. Beehive.
Beehive?
Independent Woman by Destiny's Child.
Oh. I wouldn't have Independent Women. Wait, how does that even go?
I don't know the song. I don't know the song at all. Influential songs include Goodbye Earl by the Dixie Chicks,
yes.
Stan by Eminem, And Graduation by Vitamin C.
That was my graduation song.
I don't even know what that song sounds like.
That's all I remember.
Movies to watch. What was your favorite movie in the early 2000s? This goes to you guys too. Answer in the comments. Favorite movie.
I have to remember like what was out in 2000 specifically.
I can read a couple of them too if you want.
Yeah, read some.
Movies to watch include Castaway, Aaron Brockovich. I remember that. Remember the Titans, Unbreakable, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, The Emperor's New Groove, and The Perfect Storm.
What was the first one?
Castaway.
I feel like that was the number one because it had that volleyball and like everybody was obsessed with it.
That's 2000? That doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
But like I remember like more of like She's All That and you know like I was into
Never Been Kissed and kind of all those.
Like I still love a good rom-com.
Yeah. Prices of some things.
I could fill up my tank for $20. I can tell you that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I just went to Costco and gas was $5.90. I was like, holy shit, I'm at Costco. How much is this costing everywhere else? This is in California. And I got to like $162 on my truck. And I was like, all right, we're done. We're done here.
Gosh.
I'm super done. So a 5-pound bag of russet potatoes was 79 cents.
What?
Yeah. A Dell Dimension computer with 64 megabytes with the monitor was $899.
I was just going to say 800.
Spot on. I should have let you guess.
$899, but I was going to say 8.
Guess how much a Samsung MP3 player was. Do you remember those? iPods. That's what I'm trying to say. iPods.
I want to say an iPod. Was it like 300?
$399.
Woo!
Who was People Magazine's sexiest man alive?
In 2000.
2000.
Brad Pitt?
Bingo!
Because he was, but he's not anymore.
You don't think he's aged well? He's a little salt and pepper now,
He's a little kooky.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he's a little weird.
Do you think Angelina did it to him, or he just kind of always was and she brought it out?
I think he doesn't know how to age. I think he's like maybe going through like a little bit of a midlife crisis. Like, you are the sexiest man in the world and you're getting old and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, I'd be freaking the F out too.
Yeah.
So.
I could see that.
Yeah. There's just new, cuter guys coming into play now. So, you know, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Top 10. So there's the top 10 baby names here. We also have the hotties and fashion icons. Scandals.
Top 10 baby names?
Yeah. Top 10 baby names.
Okay. Wait. Is one of the girls Haley?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Emily, Hannah. So if you're born in 2000.
Oh, Hannah was a big one.
Is your name one of these names? Emily, Hannah, Madison, Ashley, Sarah, Jacob, Michael, Matthew, Joshua, Chris, and Topher. I've never met anyone named Topher.
I have never met a Topher in my life.
No, me neither.
Sounds like somebody who eats tofu. It would be a Topher.
Oh, that's funny.
No offense if your name's Topher.
Yeah, it sounds like a dog name. I don't know. Yeah, no offense if your name is Topher, but
it's like a treat that you'd put in the microwave, like a Topher strudel. Anyway.
Yeah, I've never heard of that as a name. Wow. 2000 was the first year Martin Luther King Jr. Day was officially observed in all 50 states.
What? I wonder when that started. Because in my mind, I've never even thought about when Martin Luther King Jr. Day began. To me, it's just always been.
Yeah.
Like he died and then he had a holiday.
Yeah. We've got a little pop culture trivia question, so play along. All right, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. In the 2005 remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, starring Johnny Depp,
okay,
the clandestine candy creator's father worked in what occupation? Knowing that, but I don't remember this.
He had flashbacks.
Oh. Dang, you remember this. I don't remember this movie hardly at all.
I feel like I feel like there's something to do with chocolate. I don't know. Was he a candy maker?
He was a dentist.
That's what it was. Yes.
Makes sense, I guess.
It did have to do with candy. So, yeah, he wasn't allowed to eat candy. And they, wired his mouth shut.
Oh, my gosh, that sounds like a horror movie.
Well, it's Johnny Depp.
True.
Jack Black starred in a sports comedy film in 2006 that was loosely based on the real-life story of a Mexican Catholic priest. What was the name of this film?
Lucha Libre?
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. That's it. Is that the answer?
Libre. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't have to look it up. I just knew.
I was going to say sports comedy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not really into sports, so I probably never watched it, but I knew. I knew. Let's see if you know the answer to this since you were a singer in a band. What repetitively named 2000s rock band is led by the singer, songwriter, and guitarist Karen O? Their songs were all over the TV. I was like, oh my gosh, this band again. I want to
say it's like, oh shit. It's whoever sang I Saw the Sign and it opened up my eyes. No?
No.
Oh, I don't know then.
I'll give you a hint. The first word of their band is the first word of our podcast.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
The yeah. The yeah-yeah-yeahs.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the yeah-yeah-yeahs?
I'm gonna have to listen to a song because I don't know.
I will play you one right now.
Okay.
Off with your head.
Oh, okay. I know that. Okay, here's some fun ones. You ready for this? This is a good one for you. I think so. In 2005, which online video streaming platform was launched?
Netflix? Oh, YouTube. I was like, okay, what kind of video streaming?
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Speaking of 2000s, actually, I don't even know if this is 2000s, but like somebody was talking about Netflix and I was like, I cannot believe that Netflix used to be a box like in front of a drugstore that you went and you like rented videos.
It was?
Isn't it? Yeah, that's what Netflix was.
I just had the little envelopes with the CDs.
Yeah, so you could like mail them in, but then you also could go to like almost like a vending machine type thing.
They have those still, but it's not Netflix.
Like, how crazy. Like they freaking grew into like a monster in a good way.
Yeah.
But
now they're trying to keep up with all the others. There's so many streaming
oh my gosh,
apps and sites out there right now.
You know what year Facebook started?
Oh my goodness. 2008? No. 2006?
2004.
Stop, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, that's what it says. 2004. Which social media giant came into existence in the year 2004? Okay, here's another good one. It's a two-parter.
Okay.
Which artist earned the distinction of being the best-selling musician in the 2000s? Male.
Eminem?
Yes. And what was the name of the film that won popular rapper Eminem his first Oscar for Best Original Song?
What movie?
Mm-hmm.
8 Mile?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, what a win. Ding, 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 ding.
I lost my virginity after watching that movie with my boyfriend.
I don't even remember that movie.
Ugh, so dumb.
Here's a song one for you and you. What Canadian artist released her debut studio album, Let Go, in 2002, which heavily emphasized her skate punk persona? The album's release led to critics and music.
Avril Lavigne?
Yes.
I didn't know it was Let Go.
Pop, pump. Oh my gosh.
Pop
Fuck
punk.
my life. Thank you.
Okay, what was your favorite song of the 2000s? I guess it's kind of hard to.
That's a lot of songs.
I know. The 90s and 2000s had some of like the best like poppy music.
Yeah, there was good ones like Sheryl Crow, the Ace of Base. I Saw the Sign. Also, the one that you were mentioning when you were talking about the yeah-yeah-yeahs, I actually have it on my labor playlist.
Yes, exactly. I think of like Ashanti, Brandy.
Oh my gosh, yes. Will Smith.
Faith Hill.
Oh yeah.
Like Lie a Little to Me, like screaming that in the car. And then like JoJo, like
oh my gosh,
Stacey Orico.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, obsessed. I have to play you a song, see if you know who she is.
No, I know this song for sure. Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, for sure.
Right? But like all these good ones that like they're gone. Like
that I need to put on my one of my lists right now. My labor playlist.
I literally texted Greg, Faith's husband, right now while we were recording because me and him love her. And I can never remember her name. So I literally just texted him. I'm like, hey, what's that chick's name that was in the 90s that we love? And he texted it to me.
Funny.
Who else? Like TLC, Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper was big. Yeah.
And then like if we're
Mambo number 5.
Yeah, but I hated that song because like I don't like to be forced to do things, and every time it would come up, people wanted to get up and dance.
Oh.
I feel like there's more that are like that we can't remember. You guys need to tell us. Like, who is your favorite to listen to?
There's a lot. Like Christina Aguilera, obviously.
Oh my gosh, even Hilary Duff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Hilary Duff had great ones. Paris Hilton.
Ashley Simpson.
I actually really liked Paris Hilton's music.
Excuse
you.
Paris Hilton had music?
Stop it right now.
I did not know.
Did you know that Heidi from The Hills had music?
She was like somewhat recently working on that, wasn't she? In the reboot?
Maybe, but like her old stuff I loved. Well, 2 of the songs.
Huh.
No? Not ringing a bell?
No. Lindsay Lohan too, right?
Yes.
Who are your favorite artists? I'm curious, but what do we think about the fashion coming back? Like,
I love it. Honestly. Okay, here's the thing about me. I will find something I love in any genre of clothing. Like, It doesn't matter what it is, like 70s. I mean, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty much anything.
She's telling the truth because we did walk through Nordstrom Rack and she said that to me and I was like, oh yeah? And I took the challenge and I was like, let me just find some ugly ass motherfucking shoes and see what she thinks about them and how she would style them. So I pulled some out and there was only one that you were like, this shoe cannot be helped.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't have I guess I have a specific go-to style, but I love 70s fashion. I love a little bit of 2000, to me, this is very 2000s, right? Like beanie, jean jacket, this is kind of like what we wore. The oversized sweatshirts, but I love, the tight fit stuff. I don't know. I love it all.
The hair was pretty hideous, like the little butterfly clips. There's certain things that were kind of cute about it that you could pull, but some of them, did you used to gel your 2 little front pieces right here?
Oh, yeah.
And have them hang down?
Absolutely.
Like frosted tips for the guys. That was so hot right now.
Yep. I had to flat iron my hair on a ironing board in high school because flat irons did not exist yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I used to crimp my hair and wear a little puka shell.
Yep.
Little necklace.
So cute.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it. I love seeing it come back. I love seeing all of these things come back. It's crazy to watch it now, being older, style is cyclical, but it's to actually visually see it and be like, my daughter is literally at the age that I was exactly wearing the exact style clothes that I wore. Brandy Melville. That is what I wore.
I didn't even know it was around back then.
No. I mean, not that I wore Brandy Melville, but Brandy Melville's style is exactly what we wore in the 90s. And that's exactly what my daughter's wearing. So it's so weird.
Yeah, I wore a lot of shirts that said lifeguard on it and limited to stuff and all that kind of stuff. And it's just so funny to styles so I feel like they've taken the more not slutty. I can't think of a better word to describe it, but the smaller clothing they've taken and they've left kind of behind some of the other stuff. We had big puffy shoes on at some point.
No, that is what they're doing.
The girls are wearing big puffy skater shoes?
Yes, big shoes.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Big baggy pants, the tight, just t-shirt. T-shirts, where they're just plain or they have the ribs,
Uh-huh.
But yeah, or collared shirts, kind of like Jennifer Aniston in Friends, Rachel, with the collared shirt and then the plaid pants or But yeah, the high school kids were definitely doing that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, tons of clogs.
Oh my gosh,
and
I loved
the big
my clogs.
chunky shoes, the platform shoes are everything right now. If it's not platform, I don't want it.
I think it's different when you were in middle school, my age during that time, and then a little older.
Yeah.
The dressing was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But I just remember the t-shirts with the Roxy stuff across this way.
Yeah. Yep.
And a lot of that stuff. Who are your style icons back then?
Probably Jennifer Aniston. And
See, I was too young for that. Wasn't quite
Christina Aguilera. A little bit. God, who am I? I don't even know.
Mine was Hilary Duff. I watched her show and I was I wanted everything that she had. I wanted every hair accessory she had. I was obsessed with it. And then also the Olsen twins. They had a TV show. I think it was So Little Time or something like that.
Huh.
Maybe?
Oh, Drew Barrymore. I love Drew Barrymore. I cut my hair in a pixie cut like hers.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I want to have this cute blonde hair, and it did not look cute on me.
I had a pixie cut too, and I wasn't a huge fan.
Nope.
But yeah, I wanted their wardrobe, the Olsen twins from that TV show with their like we had like the little spaghetti strap with like the see-through with the sleeves, and then you just did the first button or you tied it right here.
What were the shows that you liked?
So Little Time, I watched Lizzie McGuire, Room Raiders. I'm trying to remember. So I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of TV. I was allowed 2 hours a day between the TV and the computer. So I'm trying to remember. I did watch I Love Lucy, actually. It was always on reruns. What were some of your favorite shows?
I think, if I'm remembering the timeline correctly, I think it was like Boy Meets World. Saved by the Bell. I think it was the college years at that point.
I watched those both.
Yeah, I wasn't a big like 90210 fan or
Blossom. I watched
Blossom. I kind of like Sabrina.
Oh, I loved Sabrina.
Well, and then when I was younger, I watched her Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh yes, dude, I loved that show.
Yeah, so good, so good.
We should watch one of those again and see what we think about it. I feel like we'd be like, I tried to watch Rugrats again, and I was like,
oh, SpongeBob.
I just got so yes, I was like, I feel like I just lost half my brain cells just watching this.
Yep.
It doesn't hit the same. Let me ask you another question.
Let's do it.
While you look that up.
Real World. Road Rules. And Jessica Simpson. I loved Jessica Simpson in Newlyweds.
Chicken of the Sea.
Oh my God. Yeah. I wanted to be dumb so bad. Like, I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I want to be her. She's beautiful. She's sweet. She's whatever. And there was another one, Till Death Do Us Part with Carmen Electra and...
Oh, I didn't see that.
That one dude. And then Travis Barker and his wife. They had a reality TV show, too.
They did. The Barkers.
And that's around the time that Chaotic came out, too, with Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, whatever the hell his name is. I don't give a shit. Heroes came out in 2000s.
I don't know what that is.
Lost came out in 2000s.
I never watched that.
I only watched it.
Did you guys watch it?
Okay. I only watched it because of my husband, and I loved it until like the last 2 seasons. And then the ending, I was like, are you serious? That was it. But it's good. Huh. It's good. Oh, Glee.
You know, another song artist, Mandy Moore. I was obsessed with Mandy Moore music.
And the movie she was in.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it either.
Can't remember the name either. Tell us what the name of that was. The one with Mandy Moore where she dies.
Crush on You to an Aaron's Party. Come get it.
Yes. That's
Crush on You is Jessica Simpson, right?
No, that's Mandy Moore.
Crush on You is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what reminded me of Mandy Moore. That makes sense then.
The Simple Life came out in the 2000s.
Oh, yeah, I think I watched that too.
I loved The Simple Life. The Kardashians came out in the 2000s?
It was a while ago.
Holy crud.
Yeah.
I didn't care about them back then at all.
It was Juicy Couture. Did you wear a little bit of that?
Oh, that was, okay. Quick story about Juicy Couture. I grew up in San Diego. Obviously, you did too, right? So I went to Orange County and started hanging out with my ex-husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, and I went up there. And to me, Orange County didn't exist. Like, if you lived in San Diego, it was San Diego and then LA.
And the end of, yeah.
Yeah, like you crossed the boobs, like at Camp Pendleton, and you were in LA.
Yeah.
So Orange County started to come about. There was the Housewives of Orange County. There was the OC. There was, all these things started to come about.
Like, there's shit in between.
Yeah, I'm like, what's this city? So I went out there and I went to the Block. It's called the Block with my boyfriend at the time, and I, a true San Diegan, am wearing plaid pajama pants with a white wife beater and a beanie. And Ugg boots, right, as you do in the 2000s. And every freaking chick at the mall was, like, dressed to the T. I'm like, I am out of my element here. And I will never forget. So that Adrena from the Hills was friends with my husband. And so we all, like, kind of were in a friend group. And she was gorgeous and sweet back then. And she and her family all, like, had a bunch of money. And they were just really cool people. And she had Juicy Couture. And she was like, we need to get you a purse. And that was the first designer purse I ever bought. Designer purse. Because it was kind of designer back then. Was Juicy Couture. And I was hooked ever since. It was like a drug.
I still love their perfume. That's about all that I.
Yeah. I mean, I love that it's coming back. I think it's actually like, I would totally buy one just for the pure, like,
the velvet tracksuit. I want one.
No, I want to wear it for Halloween.
Oh.
I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
One little chihuahua.
We can be cool moms for Halloween.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, we could just dress like ourselves then.
Pretty much.
I would really like an actual velvet suit. I wanted a pink one when I was in middle school so badly. And I finally got it, but they were never long enough because my legs are long.
Mine were always too long.
Oh, shit. We had opposite problems.
Opposite problems, for sure.
Oh, the 2000s.
They were fun. And I think like that's when like American Idol and like all those shows just started.
Yeah, like more reality type,
It was the birth of reality TV. Big Brother came out then, dancing. I mean, all in the 2000s, not in 2000 itself, but like the 2000s. It's saying Survivor, Intervention.
Oh, Survivor. We watched that every Thursday night.
The Amazing Race. Like, I mean, and of course Friends was still on at that point.
I mean, it was on
Friends
for 100 years. Yeah.
And The Office.
It came out then? Oh,
I think so, yeah.
Well, our computers didn't blow up, so that's cool.
No, they did not. They blew up in another way. They like blew up, meaning like just completely controlled our lives. Like, let's put a computer in your phone.
That is wild.
I remember not even that long ago. I think it was like 2005. Driving to a concert. I had just gotten a Sidekick phone.
I wanted a Sidekick so bad.
I traded in my pink fuchsia Razor.
I had a Razor, a pink one.
For the Sidekick. And I remember they came out with a phone. I think it was Apple came out with a phone, the first phone with a camera. And I was like, who the hell needs this? Like, you have a camera, you have a phone. You don't need both. It was probably the biggest thing that I was ever wrong about. Because usually I'm pretty like, oh, yeah, that's cool, innovative. But
well, I mean, back then the picture quality on the phone was so fucking bad. Like, why did you need it?
Right. Well, and we had just come out with cameras with screens on them. So you could like look at the screen and see the picture. And that was revolutionary. So I'm like, we have a screen on our camera. So yeah, I was very, very, very wrong because now I don't know what I would do. And I mean, I just think it's really cool because we literally can take pictures of our entire lives all the time. But I also feel like it's making pictures less valuable. Yeah. Like these kids are just taking pictures. It's like we used to take a picture and like hold on to it for dear life.
It was like coveted. Like you would go get it like developed or printed.
You had to wait for it. Like we don't have to wait. These kids don't have to wait for anything.
No.
Anything. So I don't know.
That's why attention spans are like so short. And we've been talking for 36 minutes now. So if you're still listening to us, thank you.
Well, we'll get into that. I think that's a whole nother segment too. Is talking about kids these days and how they're growing up and how the internet and social media and all of that is influencing them because we didn't have that growing up. So
yeah, they're basically being raised by social media.
Yeah,
TikTok.
So we'll get to that later. But
yeah,
thanks for listening to us ramble about our glory days.
I think the best is yet to come.
That is true. Actually, 40 has been great.
Yeah?
Yeah, 40's been great. I love 40.
Good, I've got something to look forward to then.
Yeah, 40's good.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to down the rest of my protein shake here. And
down the rest of my energy.
Cheers.
Drink. Cheers.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye. Ooh.